think it was in Peter's. I thought it was in Peter's.
It is in Peter.
Yeah, right?
It is? Yeah, that's why I said 3 and 21, but it's in Peter. It's 3 and 21. That's why I said 3 and 21. Yeah. 1 Peter 3 and chapter 3, verse 21. The like figure whereunto even baptism doth also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh.
Yeah, man, not dipping yourself in some dirty ass Joe Pool lake water. You know what I'm saying? It's, read that part again, Slacky.
1 Peter 3 and 21. The like figure whereunto even baptism both also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience toward the Most High.
Yeah, man, but the answer of a good conscience towards the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Not you washing yourself with some water that they filtered up in the church. You know what I'm saying? But the actual water, this word, like the brother had brought out in that other precept. You know what I'm saying? This word being that water and literally, not literally, symbolically washing you away, spiritually washing you away, washing that filth away in your mind to where you make a total 180. You know what I'm saying? Toward, from the world back to the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That good conscience, like literally, like now you ain't a bitch ass motherfucker in the world. You know what I'm saying? You around these brothers and you trust this brother.
Right.
You know, maybe you might be, you know, you might steal, you might have stole a lot, you might have done a lot of people wrong, but now you're coming into this truth and you left that way.
Christians, they don't leave nothing once they come up out that water, man. They go to the church and get baptized. Niggas gonna do the same thing while they church. Like you said, go smoke a blunt. The same thing they did before they got baptized, man. Nothing changes, man.
They smoked one before they got baptized and after they got baptized.
Romans chapter 6, starting at verse 1. It says, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Yahweh forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? It says, now ye not, know ye not, that so many of us as were baptized into Yahweh Shemashah were baptized into his death. It says, therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, and like as Mashiach was raised up from the dead by glory of the Father, even so we should walk in newness of life.
Yeah, man. So Yahushua didn't come and sacrifice himself for the sins of the nation of Israel for you to keep sinning and just being like, oh, in the name of Jesus, I'm good now. Now I can go to the club tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I did all that shit at the club. Fuck, I'm gonna go to church tomorrow, even though I'm gonna be hungover than a hoe. You know what I'm saying? That Yahushua didn't come for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we made that example. Actually, read that last verse again.
Come. Back to Romans 6, verse 4, it says, the last verse?
Yeah.
It says,
Get
it says that like as Mashiach was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also shall walk in newness of life.
Yeah, man, newness of life, man. You're supposed to leave that old man and bring up that new man. You know what I'm saying? Just like Yahushua told Nicodemus.
Just about to say that, brother.
I think that's, what is that, John? If you want to get that one too. Oh, you got something?
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16, just backing up because the brother just brought out that Ephesians 5 and 26, the washing of the water by the word. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evils of your doing from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil. Yeah. So that...
Yeah, my bad. Read that part again. So is there more on that verse?
Let me go start up.
Yeah, we will read what you just read again.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 16. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evils of your doing from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil.
Yeah, man, cease to do evil. Wash you, make you clean. You know what I'm saying? I think that next part says, if your sins be as scarlet,
Learn to do well. Verse 17, learn to do well, seek judgment, believe the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow.
Oh yeah, keep going, keep going. Yeah, it's gonna go into that. Yeah, yeah.
Verse 18, come now and let us reason together, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, man. So the Lord is still reasoning with us, still willing to deal with us, man.
Yeah.
He sent His only begotten Son down here for us to have another shot at this.
He sent his son, and he's still merciful, man.
Right.
Right.
Damn.
You got something real quick?
The Lord is a merciful power. The Lord is a merciful power, man. You know, there's a whole book in Psalms in 136 that goes into the Most High's mercies, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's a merciful power, man.
Right?
If you got something real quick, and then we can jump back to this real quick.
Romans 5 and 6 says, knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin.
Wow.
The old man, that's the watch one. The old man was crucified up there with him. So basically, that was that mercy. Okay, the Lord had laid it down. He was bought with a price. And what's that price? Okay, the Lord laid his life down as a sacrificial lamb. So what we do when we get in this truth, what you have to do, like you say, you gotta wash, cleanse your body, cleanse your spirit. All right.
That's when our body died with Yahweh Shah, but we first came into this knowledge, man.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. You got something?
Come back in Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 18. Come now and let us reason together, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's why he sent the men of the Lord out here, man, to come back and reason for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because he know y'all living in the life of sin, man. He's like, can we reason? I mean, what power got to ask you to reason, man?
Right.
I mean, y'all don't have no respect for, all right, but you gonna get the respect, though, real soon.
Yeah, man. Hey, like you had Israel back when they were in Egypt in slavery. You had the Israel crying out to the Lord, and what did it say? It said that he felt compassion for them. You know, this is the Lord feeling sending His compassion towards Israel, mostly to His elect. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, two-thirds of Israel is gonna have to die.
That's right.
The Lord seeing us crying out to Him,
Right.
and He's showing compassion towards us. You know? Go ahead.
If I can add real quick, just lamb backing on Priest Bond Zapad, he said, you know, for power to have to reason, let us reason, you know, begging you niggas, man,
Right.
to get right. You're gonna get that issue because the scripture's saying in Psalms 110 and 3, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing, man. So the Lord is gonna bring that hammer down on you jakes, man. You
Right.
two-thirds that's in that spirit, man, of rebellion and scoffing, man. So back in Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 18, come now and let us reason together, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Though your sin be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool.
Yeah, man. So the Most High is willing to purify us for that. As long as we're in that, like we talk about that renewing of the mind and the renewing of that good conscience. You know, because the Lord's gonna see it if you're sincere. And if you're sincere, then the Lord's gonna wash away that sin, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna wash away the filth of the flesh. You know, and He's gonna. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, that's one. This 2 Ezra 14 and 34, it says, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, you shall be kept alive, and after death you shall obtain mercy.
Right.
So that's that point, man. But hey, you got to subdue your own understanding, man.
Right.
You know, and reform your mind. Like the brother saying, how do you do that? Through that baptism, man. Through immersing yourself, constantly dumping yourself. Because that's what baptism is, man.
Right.
When you one of the definitions is immerse, man. When you constantly dip yourself in this word, man, you washing away that old man. That
Right.
old way of thinking is being washed away, man. You know, you just don't put no dirty ass shirt in the water and then dip it up, ah, it's clean. No, you put that bitch, you scrub it, you keep dipping it and scrubbing it until it's clean.
Right.
And that's the same thing with our minds in this word, man.
Right.
Right. Because it's a process. You know, you're not gonna stop cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? Because even with me and in Shahar too, you know, he'll tell you. You know, we used to smoke all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get, you know, I was coming out here, I'd go home, smoke, you know what I'm saying? And it took a while, you know, it wasn't, I didn't just give up that one day. Shahar, man, I know Shahar, I think he just gave up that first day. You know, as soon as he came out here, heard the word, he just stopped, you know, but for me, it was different. You know, and everybody is different, you know, they take their certain steps, you know, but like the brother said, man, you gotta scrub that hole, you know, until it's clean.
Right.
You know? You got more on what were we reading? You got the
No, I finished
Ephesians?
that.
For Ephesians 4 and 8. It's like Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not yourselves. It's like, for by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High.
It is the gift of the Most High, man. So like what we read in Isaiah, the first chapter, and what this brother read, and what all these brothers read, that's a gift of the Lord, man. Him showing you mercy.
Right.
We don't deserve mercy, man. We deserve to be put to death, really. You know what I'm saying? You know how many sins you did when you were the brothers in the truth. Think about all the things that you did throughout your life before you were in the truth. How many times you think the Lord had the right to kill you? You know, to do something to where it's gonna mess you up for the rest of your life.
Right.
That's for you to be able to walk around, stand, and then be in this truth. That's a gift of the Lord, right? You got something?
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 14. It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Yeah, man. So the Lord is going to show mercy and compassion to whoever He wants, and then He's going to show His left hand to whoever He feels the balance is tipped over to. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High, He weighs your sins on that balance.
Right.
And once it tips over, then that's when that judgment comes. You know, referring to Zechariah the 5th chapter. You know what I'm saying? He weighed the sins of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And then now when it was that time when that balance tipped over, it was time for Israel to be judged.
Right.
Just like us, man. You know, once we reach that limit, the Lord's gonna say, okay, it's time for this dude. You know, yeah, it's time for him to go. That's why it said that, you know, I said this like 3 times already, but you know, that's why David said, you know, blessed is a man in whom the Most High imputeth not iniquity.
Right.
You know, you are blessed, man. Like you lived long enough to where you could, and the Lord revealed His truth to you in the valley of the shadow of death, man. In America,
That's right.
you could have been like all them people over there, man, all over there partying, eating and drinking, marrying and giving unto marriage. We in the days of Noah, man. We in the last days, and that's what you could do whatever you want on a Friday night. You know what I'm saying? You could pay $180 for a hooker, you know what I'm saying? But you out here. You know what I'm saying? You out here, you could be out there drinking, smoking, getting high, taking drugs. But the Lord called you over here, and now you've been shown that mercy. You know, to where you're able and to accept that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, you still got more now?
Back in verse 16, Romans 9 and 16. So then, it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that showeth mercy.
Yeah, man, you can't escape it. You know, no matter how hard you try, you can't escape the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? If your lot was to be a part of the 2/3, then I mean, what can I say? I mean, it goes into the potter's clay, doesn't it? Later,
Back in Romans.
yeah, back in Romans.
No.
Yeah, read that part.
No. It says, verse, jump down here. It says, verse 21. It says, he has not the potter power of, verse up. It says, nay, verse 20, nay, but, O man, who art thou that replied against Yahweh? Shall the things formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made us thus?
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna be like, man, well, Lord, why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why'd you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. Because I mean, I can tell you right now, all these brothers ain't never gonna buck up against the Lord. Like, oh man, like Lord, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that because they have that fear, they have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of why these things are happening, and that we all know that the Lord can do whatever He wants. The Lord is justified in the things that He does, man. His understanding is way above our understanding.
We say, I'm in heaven, you on earth.
Yeah.
My way is higher than your way.
There you go. You know. And what does it say about the potter?
It says, has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto him honor and another unto dishonor?
Yeah, man. So you got two vessels made of clay, right? You the potter. You made them. You shaped them. You made one to put on the shelf for everybody to see, but then you made this one just to smash it on the ground. Just because you wanted to. That's how it works. And who are you to say that that's unfair? You know, the pot ain't gonna tell the potter, like, damn, like, why are you doing this? No, man, you ain't got no right. You know, and that's how it is, man. You can't say nothing about it. It's not of him who willeth or of him that runneth, but of whom the Most High showeth mercy.
Right.
At the end of the day, in your mind, if you're not in this truth, you're gonna say that's unfair.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we in this truth, we're like, man, that's the will of the Lord. What can I tell you? You know?
Pray and get right, so I can tell you.
Yeah, is there more on that, or was that?
No. It says, verse 22, what if Yahweh willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction.
Yeah, man. So in the Most High might endure the wickedness of this individual, just for him to bring him down, so he could make him an example.
Right.
Right. Go. You got something?
Well, I was gonna say, like they show an example. The Most High, the Lord always show demonstration. He always go out and put forth an event before the major event comes before. What's the event that happened before this event that's coming now with the day of the Lord? They are Noah. And he referred that, like I say, going into Matthew 24. So the Lord, He always give us a demonstration before He give us the big show. You know.
That's why He fair, man. He just ain't gonna destroy you.
Right.
Like our parents just not just gonna whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you. All right, then I tell you, then they gonna whoop your ass. I done told you 3 times already. Get your ass off that couch.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Then your mom and daddy gonna whoop your ass, man. Same way with the Lord, He fair, man. You know?
Verse 23 it says, and that He might make known the riches of the glory on the vessels of mercy, which He had afore prepared unto glory. And like I say, we're being prepared unto glory right now. And actually, we was prepared back in the beginning of time. The brothers out here now, Lord willing, we are the elect, and we were there before, like I say, alongside Yahweh Shai before the earth men was walking upon the earth. You know, so we are going through the cycles. Okay, you got the spirit, to understand. We go through reincarnation, and we've seen things like this before. It's not in our remembering, but through the scriptures, it brings forth understanding of what happened in the past, in the present, and what's coming in the future. Okay, and this is all through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai come in the volume of the book. And this is like you say, the fear of the Lord. That's the beginning of wisdom, and that can bring forth the beginning of you receiving that mercy.
Yeah, like the brother's talking about, man, that mercy is like we've been talking about, that mercy is a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like we made those examples, man. The Most High is the potter and we're the clay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord can do away with us anytime He wants, man. We've seen brothers in here in the truth that you thought, man, this brother's so cool, man, that brother knows so many scriptures, man, that brother, his spirit's so strong. But then the Lord will take him out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man.
why I said right here in Ephesians 2 and 9. Let's start at 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High.
Right.
Not of works, lest any man should boast. For ye, so you shouldn't be boasting in this, man. It was a gift given, it was grace and gift given us to all of us.
Right.
So we have no room to be boasting about what we're doing, man. Now the scripture say he's not going to forget your labor of love. So we should not boast about going to work, because it was a gift given unto us. For we are his workmanship, created in Yahweh Shah Mashiach unto good. So the works that the grace that he gave us, his gift is unto good works through Yahweh Shah. So we his workmanship, man. Which the Most High before ordained that we should walk in them. Well, hold on. Verse 10, for we are his workmanship, created in Yahweh Shah Mashiach Yahweh Shah unto good works, which the Most High hath before ordained that we should walk in them.
Right.
Wherefore, remember that ye, being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
Yeah, man. So that's going into the circumcision, which you had the Pharisees. You know what I'm saying? That the scribes and Pharisees, they were of the circumcision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were supposedly keeping the law. You know what I'm saying? And doing all these things according to the law. And then you had the uncircumcision, which were Israelites too, but they weren't keeping the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were raised up in the ways of the heathen nations. You know, during at that time in Rome. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's talking about, the circumcision, being those Israelites that
Who that was Jacob?
that knew they were, yeah. And then you had the uncircumcision, which were Israelites who were keeping the customs of the other nations.
That's right here, verse 12. It said that at that time we were without Yahweh Shah.
Man,
See?
during that time we were out there lost in the sauce, man. There was no chance at salvation.
Right.
Remember, the Most High did away with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got Hosea, the 1st chapter. You got Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter. You know, the Most High gave us that good divorcement, and we were out there like the other nations, man, without hope, without any, like I said, without any covering,
Right.
any understanding. You know what I'm saying? We were through.
Dry bones.
Alienated.
Dry
like
bones.
that.
Hey, did it
There
say,
you go,
being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world.
Yeah, man. When you look up that word alien in the Greek, I believe it's pronounced apolotreo, and it means to be shut out of one's intimacy. And that's what happened to Israel, man. It didn't happen with no other nations. These other nations weren't given the promises, the covenant, you know, the heritage. You know, none of them received that, man. So who is this talking about? Who is this referring to? You know, who is salvation for? It's only for the nation of Israel, man. Because if you go back to Genesis, the 16th chapter, it tells you that the promise was given to Abraham, passed down to Isaac, and then to Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, and then to the 12 tribes. So if the promises were given to them, how can these other nations be a part of it?
Right.
If they were never even given that part in it. It's talking about the intimacy, that they were the ones that were shut out from that intimacy, which is Israel, that mercy. You got something?
This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 2. It says, ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto those dumb idols, even as ye were led. And like I say, we were those Gentiles that were carried away to these dumb idols. So we came back into the
Commonwealth of Israel.
Commonwealth of Israel. So what is that, Micah 2 and 10, when it say, come about of her, my people?
Right.
And that one is going into your, coming out to the ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? Coming into this, what is it in Peter? That newborn babe desiring new milk.
Right.
Stop desiring the filthy wine that Esau's trying to provide to you, and take on the milk of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and grow. You know, because the thing is, once you get into this truth, if you're not staying with the brothers and the brotherhood dwelling, you won't grow. And what's going to happen? You end up withering away going into Mark 4 when he, with the seeds going into the
wayside.
yeah, to the wayside, going to the stony ground, the good ground. Yeah, the sowing of the seed. So we have to, you know, stay rooted and know that we were Gentiles. We're the only nation that don't know who we are. Okay, every other nation have kept their heritage throughout. Okay, but with the so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans, we have taken on everybody's ways. We just oh, you're a Buddhist. Oh, I'm gonna be a Buddhist. You're an atheist. Now Jacob being an atheist. You know,
And Jacob be a Muslim with a cross. Right?
That talks.
Jake don't know nothing, bro.
But hey, it's been talked about in the scriptures, man. Like, what then Israel hadn't seek what they search or what they seeking for? Because Israel's out here trying to, you know, like Buddhism, Islam, Catholicism, what else? You know what I'm saying? Because they looking for something. You know, they looking for some kind of hope in their spirit. They are. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like what it's saying in Romans 11, like they haven't found what they were looking for, but the elect have found it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways,
Real quick.
Yeah, go
Verse
for it.
13, back in Ephesians 2:13. But now, in Mashiach Yahushua, ye who were sometimes were afar off are made nigh by the blood of Mashiach.
yeah, man. So now the Lord showing us that mercy, like we talked about, sent His Son to shed His blood for the nation of Israel. Mostly talking about the elect. Now we have that chance at salvation again. So what did that blood do? What did Yahushua's purpose of Him being put on that cross? What did that do? Right? It's gonna talk about that. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Verse 14. For He is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Yeah, man. So Yahushua, He came down, got on that cross, suffered for our sakes, and shed that blood. You know what I'm saying? And broke that middle wall of partition, which is like that invisible wall between us and the Lord, Yahweh. So that invisible wall was torn down to where now we have access through Yahushua to the Lord.
right?
You got something?
Yeah. 2 Corinthians 5:18. And all things are of the Most High, who have reconciled us to Himself by Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, and have given to us the ministry of reconciliation. To wit, that the Most High was in Hamashiach, reconciling the world unto Himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and have committed unto us the word of reconciliation.
Yeah, not imputing. What does it say? Not imputing
Their trespasses unto them.
Yeah, not imputing their trespasses unto them, man. So now, like we were talking, like we've been saying, man, the Lord has pretty much like, okay, that cloth of scarlet, you know, was, you know what I'm saying, and now was made white as snow. You know what I'm saying? What does it say about read that verse again, actually.
Con, it says, verse 19, to wit, that the Most High was in Hamashiach, reconciling the world unto Himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and have committed unto us the word of reconciliation.
Reconciling the world.